Hello, Math 1 Focus students. This week, week of May 4th, we're going to be finishing up working in stuff from Unit 3. We'll be working on distributive property and factoring, and then identifying equivalent expressions. That's from Unit 3. And then we're going to solve one-step equations with just adding and subtracting, and that'll be from Unit 4. So we're reviewing this week, and that's the units that it's coming from. So I'm going to flip it around. So this first handout's going to be on distributive property. And so when a number is next to a parentheses, that means you're multiplying each of these by 3. And I like just going just making sure that I do that. You don't have to do the arcs. Anyways, so each of these gets multiplied by 3. So 3 times a is 3a. And then 3 times c is 3c. And you can't add those and get 6ac. This is 3 alligators and 3 crocodiles. Is going to be 3 alligators and 3 crocodiles. You're not going to have 6 alligator crocodiles. So anyways, each of these gets multiplied. So I'm going to point to it. I'd like you to hit pause and do the problem and then check, okay? So here, so hit pause, copy and do it. Hit pause. And I'm going to do it now. Each of these gets multiplied by 5, so that's 10a plus 15, right? Here's the next one. Hit pause. 6 times the difference of 3m and 5. So each of these gets multiplied by 6. 6 times 3m is 18m. 6 times negative 5 is going to be, or minus 5 is going to be minus 30. So again, make sure you hit pause. Right, so this time there's going to be a trinomial inside here. A trinomial. There's 3 terms. 2a plus 5c minus 2. The coefficient of 2 is a. The coefficient of c is 5. And this minus 2 is called a constant. Anyways, each of these are going to get multiplied by 7. So hit pause, get your answer. I'm going to do it. So you get 14a plus 35c and minus 14. And you're done. 14a plus 35c minus 14 is your simplified answer after you've distributed. So here's the next one. So again, copy it, hit pause, do the problem, and then hit restart. Make sure you got it. I encourage you, math is not a spectator sport. Engage. You've seen a few now, 4 now, you should be able to do this. So 8 times 7 is 56a. 8 times 3 is, so it's going to be minus 24m. And 8 times 1 is going to be minus 8. Right? Now, this one's a little tougher. You're going to multiply each of these by a half. And you should be able to do half. So here, copy. Half of 6a plus 10m plus 14. So each of these gets multiplied by half. You should be able to do half in your head. Multiplying by half is just dividing by 2, isn't it? What's half of 6a? It's 3a. What's half of 10m? That's 5m. What's half of 14? That's 7. You just bring down the same signs there. Right? So you get 3a plus 5m plus 7. And you just divided by 2. You see it? Okay, here's the next one. So again, copy it, hit pause. A third of 6m plus 9p minus 15. This time it's a third. So what do you think you're going to do with the 3 this time? That's right. You're going to divide by 3. 6 divided by 3 is, oh here. So again, I like doing my little arcs. I'm going to have to divide each of these by 3. 6 divided by 3 is, or 6m divided by 3 is 2m. A third of 9p. 9 divided by 3 is 3p. And a third of 15 is going to be just minus 5 then. There it is. How'd you do? Did you get it? So here, try this next. You can do it. You're already ahead of the game by just watching this video and trying. You're here, you're looking, now let's engage and try. Don't just go through the motions. Take responsibility. You can look at examples you've seen. You got these ahead of you, you can do this. What do you think you're going to do with the 4 this time? Here we divided by 2, here we divided by 3, so what do you think you're going to do with the 4? And you should be able to see the pattern. You're not multiplying by 4, you're actually dividing by 4 because it's in the denominator. 12 divided by 4 is 12a divided by 4 is 3a. And a fourth of 20 is 5. And that's your answer. This is a term and this is a term. There's 2 terms in this algebraic expression. Here's your variable a. Your coefficient is 3. Your constant is 5. Just reviewing vocab from Unit 3. Okay, here, next one. 1/7 of 14a plus 21c plus 35. You know how to do this. Hit pause. Hit pause. So here, 14 divided by 7 is 14a divided by 7 is 2a. 21c divided by 7 is 3c. 35 divided by 7 is 5. And you're done. There's 3 terms in this algebraic expression. Your variables are a and c. Your coefficient of a is 2, your coefficient of c is 3, and your constant is 5. Just reviewing. Okay, now we're going to take it up. So here's the last 3. Notice the numerator was always 1. So all you had to worry about was the denominator. Just divide by 2, divide by 3, divide by 4, divide by 7. Anyways, you want to do the dividing first. I'll do this first one here. Or here. If you know how to do it, do it. Just hit pause and do it. If you don't know how to do it, then just watch. So, same thing here. I got to do 2/3 of all these. Well, I'm just going to do 1/3. What's 6 divided by 3? That's 2. And then I multiply, like here I didn't have to multiply by 1, but here I'm going to multiply by 2. 2 times 2 is 4a. So 2/3 of 6a would be 4a. Because 1/3 would be 2a, and 2/3 would be 4a, and 3/3 would be 6a. So now I'm going to do 2/3 of 15m. Well, 15 divided by 3 is 5, and then I multiply that by 2. And I get plus 10m. And then 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 7 times 2 is 14. So here, my answer is 4a plus 10m plus 14. My coefficient for a is 4. My coefficient for m is 10. My constant is 14. There are 3 terms in this algebraic expression, and my variables are a and m. Okay, you try this one. So hit pause, do it. You can do this. All right, I'm going to go. 12 divided by 4 is 3, times 3 is 9m. 20 divided by 4 is 5, times 3 is minus 15. So there's 2 terms in this algebraic expression. My variable is m. My coefficient is 9. My constant is negative 15. So last one here. Hit pause and let's get it. You can do this. I'm going to go. I'm assuming you're hitting pause. You getting this down? 14 divided by 7 is 2. That would be 1/7, would be 2a, but 5/7, that'd be 10a. 35 divided by 7 is 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. Don't forget your variable, don't forget your variable. And then 28 divided by 7 is 4, and 4 times 5 is 20. So again, here's my answer. Here's my simplified answer after I use the distributive property. My variable is a, another variable is p. My constant is 20. My coefficient of P is 25. My coefficient of A is 10. There are 3 terms in this algebraic expression. So, hope you did great.